bad one. It's not how buses are supposed to work. Look, you could watch. Yep. Engine just went. Can't go that much faster. We'll give it another minute. Started. Start our 10th episode of Rat News Weekly. Great suspension system on this thing. Oh, it's flipped. Is it gonna make it to the jump? I don't think it is. I think it's gonna get stopped before it actually makes it. Oh. Oh! It actually... No. It actually made it. Holy shit. Damn. That's a slide. That's distance. That's admirable, actually. How is everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening to ye. Good evening to the rest. Thank you for tuning in to an episode of Rat News Weekly. Rat news for rat dudes. I'm gonna give it to you. It's me, Buddy Hobo Huff. I'm a talking cartoon rat on the internet that likes to play video games. But occasionally, I like to fill you in on current events. And this is one of those occasions. So, we do have some news this week. I'm not going to touch on a certain topic that happened this week. If you know, you know. A cartoon rat, I'm not going to be feeding you heavy-ass topics like that. We will touch on a death that happened this week as well, but we're not going to get too hardcore. You understand. But that being said, that disclaimer having been disclaimed, we are going to proceed now. Rat news. Our first bit of news is a cool one. So Banksy, the famous... Oh my god, I'm on fire. So Banksy, the famous graffiti artist, famous street artist, better said, created a new art piece on the Royal Courts of Justice building in London. The artwork has already been covered up by the authorities. Kind of proving a point Banksy was trying to make, I believe. We're living in some times, dude. Censorship, it hits everybody. And I feel like this piece kind of speaks on that. So do give it a look-see if you follow Banksy's work. You know, the guy's always had a thing for anti-authoritative sort of street art. And yeah, you can research more on that. But the mural was recently scrubbed, and I think as of more recently, it's no longer there. And the death I had pre-warned you guys about, this next little bit of news, is kind of a heavy one. So earlier this week, with heavy hearts, it was announced that Haru Urara, the actual horse that served as an inspiration for the character from Uma Musume, has passed at the age of 29. There is a lot of very sad fan art that has come about because of this. If you don't want to cry, I don't recommend looking for it. It's pretty fucking depressing. But yeah, Adurada died, an inspiration to all, with her constant losing, but positive demeanor. The character from Uma Musume was based on the real-life racehorse that had a similarly depressing career. But you know what, man? I hope all horses go to heaven, just like the Charlie Sheen movie, because she deserved it. Ooh, this one's a little in character, some would say. Breaking Bad star Raymond Cruz has been arrested for, at first it was reported spraying a child with a hose. Later on, it was actually discovered that it was a neighbor that was causing some shit at the actor's residence, and he sprayed her with a hose. He was arrested for this. Raymond Cruz, the actor, is most famously known as Tuco Salamanca from Breaking Bad, was arrested on Monday. So, yeah. Apparently, in California, it is considered assault if you spray someone with a water hose. California, man. They know how to party. It's like Tupac said. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any developing stories on this. I'm sure he's most likely out of jail already, but it is a story, man. It's totally in character that Tuco would spray the shit out of someone with a hose. But unlike Breaking Bad, they actually do care about that shit in real life, and they did catch him. Damn, man. Good thing they got this kind of criminal off the streets, man. Running around spraying people with hoses. What kind of shit is that? Serious. Speaking of serious, I have here a serious risk to artistry fucking everywhere, and I am gonna chuck this bus off of this hill here because of this. It's legit depressing fucking story I'm about. OpenAI confirms that they are helping to make an AI-generated movie called Critters, with a Z. Critters, the goal is to finish production in 9 months. The budget is $30 million, and the plan is to debut the film at Cannes. Paddington 3 writers have penned the script for the movie, and they are currently casting voice actors. Art will be fed into ChatGPT 5 and other image models. And they were quoted as saying, Apple AI was quoted as saying, Critters reflects the kind of creativity and exploration we love to encourage. Yeah, man. Shit is weak. Wall Street Journal, news exclusive. You can go ahead and log into their site for more information on this, but yeah, we live in the worst timeline. I think once we're trying to get robots to make something genuine, like art, that is a wrong turn for all of us. And I really just I want OpenAI to reconsider maybe not the release of this movie, but the pursuit of further developments in art. Creating AI, maybe we should leave that kind of shit to human beings and get AI to work on stuff like, you know, cleaning up coding and, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm sure I'm just saying something people have parroted over and over, but we will continue to develop this shit because art costs money these days, and we want to save money. Okay, this next bit of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. claims that mass shootings could be linked to video games. This claim has been widely dismissed, including by studies from the Secret Service, Department of Education, and American Psychological Association. I'm old. I'm an old rat. I have been around in the 90s, and I have seen this argument before. To quote Squid Game Season 3, I've played these games before. This is a fucking, repeatedly used talk piece for every fucking political person that wants to make some kind of, headline Video games don't cause violence, okay? Video games are a fucking hobby. They're a form of escape. They don't cause violence. And anybody who parrots that shit, like ignoring previous fucking research and papers and all of this, like, it's just kind of dumb. But, of course, I am coming from a place of enjoying video games, so I'm definitely fucking biased on it. Take everything I'm saying about this with a grain of salt. Newsweek published this article about it if you want to read more information about the claims from RFK Jr. Next, Gabe Newell again, back on it with his based as fuck shit. Gabe Newell has said that he loves Dota 2. He said this during the anniversary of the game's release, during a major event for the game. Don't really follow Dota 2 too much, so I'm sorry, I'm a little vague on this. But he says he still plays it every day. People occasionally talk shit, tell him to, you know, end himself on Minecraft, you know, jump off the server. But he knows that they're just really passionate about the game. So, you know, if you get your ass whooped in video games, like I'm probably going to later on tonight when we start playing some Counter-Strike on stream, you know, take a page out of Gabe Newell's book here and don't take it too seriously. People get riled up about stuff they like. This next bit of news is cool because it was a surprising surprise. The Super Mario Brothers movie sequel has been announced as Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy movie was officially announced. It's set to release in theaters from Universal and Illumination on April 3rd, 2026. That is right around the corner. As you know, it's like 4 or 5 months away. We're going to get a sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie. I don't know about you guys, but I went into it expecting to not like it, and I fucking liked it. It's a good movie, and I hope the sequel's good too. Go Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. You guys surprised all of us, and I hope you guys continue to surprise us. And this movie doesn't try some lame shit that ruins stuff. Because movies have been doing that lately. I'm being hopeful, man. I hope this movie's going to be good. It's going to be coming out next year, April 3rd. 2026. Our second last little bit of news here, and I do want to thank everybody for hanging out with us during this quick little news segment before we start playing some video games in a little. We will be ending the stream after these next 2 pieces of news, and then we'll be jumping back on in about 10 minutes for some Counter-Strike. Premier Counter-Strike tonight. 3 rounds. Hopefully we get these last 2 wins we need to actually get our placement. But all right, without further ado, our penultimate news bit for the night. Sean Astin, otherwise known as the best fucking wingman in all of cinematic history, Samwise Gamgee. Samwise. I don't know his last name all that well, so I don't know why I went for it, but Samwise here. Also, Goonies. I get these things. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm messing up this whole delivery. I'm sorry. Anyway, Sean Astin, starred in The Lord of the Rings and Rudy and the Goonies, is elected as SAG-AFTRA's new president. Sean Astin has been elected by a party of his peers to be the next president of the Screen Actors Guild. I have nothing but respect for this dude. Everything I've ever read about him and every little interview segment that I've ever seen this dude in, he's been nothing but respectful. He seems like a genuinely good dude, and I hope he's up for it. I hope he does great. Don't know about his methods here, but I'm sure that they elected him because he's the best person qualified for the job. As we know, the last president of the Screen Actors Guild was Fran Drescher. So I'm not sure how things are going to change. If so, with Sean Astin in the lead, but I'm sure that they'll be just fine. An amazing picture of him, by the way. Dude looks like fucking smart. Looks like a smart individual right there. I think it's the purple. The purple did a lot of work there. All right, and finally, again, thank you so much for watching, guys. We will be ending the stream. Next little news segment. Oh my god, the bus is ruined. That is not a bus. We're gonna run that one back. And this last little bit of news here, I'm sorry to have to end it. A little depressing. But Nintendo, in their ongoing legal battle against Palworld, has effectively pulled a fucking Exodia Obliterate because they have claimed a patent on the game mechanic of summoning monsters to fight for you. That's right. They're pulling a Shadow of Mordor Nemesis system on us, and they're calling dibs on an entire fucking video game mechanic. Nintendo, in their ongoing fight to be the absolute shittiest company with the best fucking video games ever, has gone ahead and taken another major step to becoming a literal fucking evil corporation. So yes, this is now a thing. If a game has the ability to summon a creature and that creature fights other creatures for you, you now owe Nintendo a fucking nickel. Probably more than a nickel, but they want their fucking, they want their quarter. They want their little bit of the pie if you're using something that they invented, quote unquote. Nintendo, back at it again with the scummy ass business practices. Remember, kids, it's never morally questionable to pirate a Nintendo video game. But I didn't say that. I'm just a talking cartoon rat on the internet. Guys, that was the last little bit of news for the night. I do want to thank you so much for hanging out with me while I delivered that. You can see these clips posted this Monday. We will be clipping parts of the episode tonight and putting those up as is. If you like what you saw tonight, please consider liking, commenting, /subscribing. If you're watching this on VOD, this isn't exactly news anymore, but I appreciate you all the same. But for everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I will be ending the stream now and jumping back on very shortly so we can start playing some Counter-Strike. Am I going to get my ass whooped tonight? Almost definitely. But are we going to get those last 2 wins we need to get our premier ranking? That is the real question. Let's find out, everybody. See you guys in a couple minutes. Hey, everybody. Bye. See you in a little bit. Bye.